Hey friends, let us try to understand the required softwares which we need to install in our system so that we can get started with Spring's framework. Now friends, the first required software is JDK, and if you guys Google for JDK download, then the first search result would be from Oracle and we need to click on that. So the Google's first search result has landed us on this particular page. By the way friends, if you guys are familiar with the installation of Java, Eclipse and Tomcat, you guys can surely skip this particular lecture. Moving forward, we have these two options, Java download or NetBeans download. In our case, we would be making use of Eclipse, so we would be choosing this option, Java download. Click on this particular icon, Java download, and this particular link will redirect you to this particular page. Now on this particular web page, we have multiple versions of JDK, and based on the operating system you are using in, download the appropriate JDK. In our case, we are making use of Windows x64 based machine. Now if there is a confusion in your mind that which particular version of Windows you guys are using, there is a very small and little trick. Let me minimize this web page. There might be a icon in your desktop like this PC or my computer or computer based on the operating system. In my case, the icon says this PC as I'm making use of Windows 10. So that's again a different story. So I will highlight this particular icon which will open this Explorer kind of infrastructure. So let me close it, and by highlighting this particular icon, I will right click and check the properties of the system, and in here we can check the system type. In here we are making use of 64-bit operating system. So this will tell you that which operating system you are using in. It might be 32-bit, it might be 64-bit. So let me close this particular window, and in here firstly we need to accept the license agreement, and then we will click on this particular icon. Now as soon as we will click on this icon, the download will start. And in order to save some time, I have already downloaded this JDK and which is there with me. So let me cancel this download. So let me now minimize this window. Now friends, in order to save some time, I have already downloaded all the required softwares for Spring, and I have created this particular folder by the name of Spring, and inside here we have all the required software. So the first software which we have downloaded is JDK, and the installation process is very simple and usual based on your operating system. But let us see the installation process of JDK. Feel free to skip forward this video and skip this installation process if you guys are already familiar with it. And once we double click the JDK file, then it will give us this kind of window. We will click the next and usual stuff, and we will keep everything as default, no change in there. Let me pause this video. It will take some time in order to copy these files. Now it will ask you a couple of these kind of questions like destination folder and all. Click on next, keep it as default, and then it will install Java. So now we have successfully installed the JDK, which is fantastic. Let me close this particular window. And the next required software is Tomcat. Let me also close this window. So if we search for Tomcat download, then it will list a couple of options, out of which the first option is for Tomcat 7. The latest version is Tomcat 9. We would be making use of Tomcat 9. So we won't be making use of the first link which is listed. Rather, we will navigate to tomcat.apache.org. So let us click on this particular link, which is second in our case. And here you would be able to see a couple of download links, right? So out of which we would be clicking on this particular link which says Tomcat 9. So let us click on it, and it will load a web page in a minute. So here is the download page for Apache Tomcat 9, and if we scroll down, then we have the section of binary distribution, and out of which we have this link for 32-bit / 64-bit Windows Service Installer. If we click on this particular link, then the download for Apache Tomcat 9 will start. As we know that I have already downloaded these softwares, so I will cancel this download, minimize this particular web page and open this folder of Spring. So here is the file Apache Tomcat 9 which we have already downloaded from internet. Double click on this particular file and follow the usual installation process in your operating system. We have already installed this particular software, so we will skip showing you the process of installation as it's no rocket science and it's kind of waste of time. So let's move forward. Now let me close this particular window and let me open Tomcat, and we have already downloaded Apache Tomcat, so let me close this tab. Moving forward, we will check Eclipse, how to download and how to get started with Eclipse, but we will check it in the next lecture because the length of the video is pretty high, I suppose. So let us conclude this video. Friends, I hope I have made myself clear. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Keep coding and stay healthy.